I think a Terramorph threat should probably take a little bit of priority. I mean, I'm not the one making the decision, but you did say I could, so... I'm thinking big, bad alien wants to wipe out all the colonies. Definitely taking a bit of a priority. I say that. It will take a priority after checking out the new things we have for the ship. I find myself looking at this and being amazed at the idea that there were people who explored the high seas, headed off into unknown territory, floating around in a little wooden box. And then I remember, we're floating around the galaxy in a glorified tin can. Oh, I forgot to put the stuff in here last night. Right, what am I going to store here? Right, we've got a new spacesuit that's kind of cool and everything, but it's not very good. So we'll put that on our list of things to keep, but not necessarily use. Why am I still carrying this around? I'm carrying around a space helmet that has chameleon just in case one day I need it. And I know if I store it right now, I will... Okay. There was a knife on the ship that I was going to come and bring here. I've still not totally come to terms with how I feel about this yet. Maybe we should head to the outpost. Work on it a little. Yeah. Before we head out, we could probably do that. Okay. Now, there is apparently a weapon shop that I've not visited. I can't remember what it was called. I saw it and thought to myself, I've not been there. And we do actually have a few weapons in the cargo hold that I've been unable to... Has the sun not come up yet? What time is it? Oh, it's 6 AM. Such long days here. We slept for about 12 hours. Or more, actually. Of universal time. Okay, I think it was down here. I think it was past Reliant Medical. I've not actually been in Reliant Medical either. I have not done as much exploring.
Your ship that landed not too long ago? Sure is something.
The Hopper. Oh yeah, and it's going to get better. Yes, it is. Doesn't look like a store, does it? Looks more like an actual hospital. There were the clothiers. Where was this? I did see it. I know there's a store around here. CJ's. Yeah, CJ's. It's there. There it is. I can't remember what it was called. And I can't believe
I've not... It's always a good time for a Terra Brew.
Very true. Morning coffee. I may call in and get a coffee as well. Centaurian Arsenal. Okay, that's just probably a living tower. Alright. Let's see what they've got. And also, more importantly, sell them some stuff. Hello! Because I'm going to need money. Well, I'm assuming I'm going to need money. All these new ship parts.
There's something to be said for brand loyalty. I'd much rather have someone comfortable with their purchase than some mythical best possible buy.
Okay, I can see that.
Welcome to Centaurian Arsenal. It is my absolute pleasure to assist you with any purchases or questions you may have. All sales are final, but that won't matter because you will undoubtedly be pleased with your purchase. You have my word.
Okay. You take this all pretty seriously, but then it's a serious business, is it not?
Is that a surprise? These are potentially matters of life and death we're talking about here.
Absolutely. What would you recommend?
Well, that's not a simple question, is it? It all depends on who's asking.
Good point.
I have my own personal favorites. but I wouldn't presume to know yours. Tell me, were you to find yourself in the unfortunate position of needing to use a weapon, what suits you best?
Ooh.
Something up close and personal? Rapid fire? Is precision a consideration?
Up close and personal, keep my distance. I don't care as long as I'm standing at the end. It's just easier if everything explodes. It is. I mean, there's something to be said for things going boom, right?
I see. Well, I'm afraid grenades are not something we carry. The liability is just a bit too high. But there is the Bridger by Laredo.
Okay,
It's
yeah.
not a personal choice of mine, but it might well be what you're looking for.
To be honest, I'm a bit of a let's just use what works kind of person, actually.
I'm sure we can find something that suits you.
I was just making some light banter about the old boom. Let's have a look what you've got. Marksman's, right? So you don't actually have anything that I don't already have by the looks of things, which is not a huge surprise. So let's just sell you some stuff. You've got a lot of credits. Allow me to fix that problem for you. Okay. Let's grab a coffee, yeah? There is a Terra Brew right here. Very conveniently placed. All of these shops are very tall. Have you noticed? Very high ceilings. Makes them feel somewhat cavernous. Not sure that's necessarily... Hello? Could I...
Keep telling them I am a manager. I should be managing.
Well, manager, I think you managed to make a premium cappuccino, double dairy,
Buddy, it's
and no
coffee.
whip.
Pick fun, get out of the way, and let us get on with our lives.
No,
Shush!
I will not make whatever it is you just said. Because this place is a disorganized mess. What you asked me to do is literally impossible.
Yes? Oh, I understand impossible. Fine. You want to organize? There's a mop in the back. See if you can't organize a little floor cleaning operation.
Hello?
Coffee, please speak to one of our cashiers.
I'm trying to speak to... Hello?
Do I look like a barista to you?
No. Okay, seriously, there's loads of these I could just... Okay, cappuccino, latte, espresso... no, let's go for the classic. I'm going for a classic. I'll take 2. One for my friend as well. Okay, just... Thank you. Oh, you wanted to sit and drink? Yeah, we got a busy day. We got a busy day. We'll drink whilst we look at the dead guard lying on the floor. They are dead, aren't they? Yes, very dead. Excuse me, has somebody reported this to the authorities? Okay then, apparently nobody is upset by the dead guard. I'm going to assume... Oh, hi! I saw you wave. We're in a rush, I think. I'm assuming somebody's reported this dead guard and somebody's on their way to deal with it. It doesn't look like there's been any signs of attack. Did the person have a heart attack or something? Okay, you know what?
Man, I can really dive deep into some chunks right now. Want to join?
Okay. That sounded a little weird when you described it like that. And I'm saying that having just discovered a dead body. Vanguard Bulwark Shield Generator. Shield max health 1,450. Wow, that is huge. Okay, it's got a max power of 12, so I'm going to need to take the power from somewhere, but I think I can do that. It's got a regen rate of 6%. That is not bad. B class. There are no... Wait a minute. There are no... Okay, that's not bad. Is it better than mine? It's about the same as mine. It's almost the same as that, I guess. I prefer the look of it, though. Okay, but that's a no-brainer. That is absolutely a no-brainer. Let's just see how it looks. Okay. Actually, can I change the colour on that? No, there are no colour changes. Alright. That is insanely good. That alone has made joining the Vanguard worth it. That's just a B class. Vanguard Tempest CE-13 missile launcher. Okay. That's okay. It's not that good really, is it? I mean, max power 6. That's a bit of a power hog, I'm afraid. Vanguard Obliterator Auto Projector. It's okay. Fire rate 6.65. Hull damage 11. That is a particle beam weapon, is it not? Looks like a particle beam weapon. And it's not that good damage when... Max power 2. Okay, wait, give me a... Just... Okay, so it's half the damage of this, but... whoa. Wait a minute. 2.5 times 29 is about 70-ish. This is not that far off it, is it? 6.65 times 11, more like 60... wait a minute. No, it's a little bit more. Actually, that's probably about the same damage, same range, but it's 2 max power. That means I could have 6 of these instead of 4 of these. Okay. What else do they have here? Vanguard Hellfire Autocannon. Like the sound, range 800. Max power 2, though. Okay. There's definitely something to be said for replacing my main weapons now. Do you have any turrets? Do you have? Vanguard Starseeker Pulse Laser. Max power 4. Not liking that. Vanguard Ares Particle Cannon. Okay. Alright, 4 fire rate, 18 hull damage. So that is... 9 times... That is 72. But a max power of 3. But wait a minute. That's an A-class weapon. That's a C-class weapon. But I gotta say, the A-class weapon definitely seems to be the better option just because it takes less power and I can have more of them. So there's actually an upgraded version of the Fusor reactor that I had before that's got the same power as the one I've put in the ship. I do prefer how this looks, and it has a top mounting point. But honestly, right now I'm reluctant to just... I mean, I get some money back on this one, but I don't think it would be that much, to be honest. I mean, if I can actually test that out, can't I? Let's place that, and then get rid of this. Yeah, I mean, I don't get much back for that, so let's put that back. Okay, this is kind of ridiculous. There are too many weapons on this ship. I'm running out of weapon mounting points. I was thinking about perhaps increasing the number of turrets eventually, but I don't have an awful lot of place to put them. I think I'm going to need to make the ship a bit bigger. Maybe change some of the structural components. Wow. I've got 6 weapons on the front. I've got 2 EM weapons, and I was thinking I would upgrade those to 4. And with turrets, I was thinking 4 turrets as well, but I don't know where I would put them. This thing is a gunship now. It is a bunch of guns with an engine strapped to their butts. And you know what? I guess it should help. I've got a lot more firepower. The hull is slightly down though. Why? Probably because the weapons and the shield I had slightly more hull to them. Probably. Okay. But I do have a huge amount more shield. Alright, you know what? 87,000. I'm going to take it. We're heading to Mars. They may have some different components. It is literally covered in weapons. I mean, covered in weapons. Hey, Vasco! Nice to see you back. Right, I've actually got some things to try out and maybe improve. Got this off some spacer or something, some bounty hunter. Calibrated mercenary spacesuit. I actually quite like the look of that, and it is pretty good against energy and EM. Good thermal and corrosive. But more than anything, I like the look. And I was thinking of upgrading that a tiny bit. Yeah. No. You know what? I'm going to keep trying out the new plasma weapon. So I'll see what I can upgrade with that. Yeah, let's do that first. Okay, now I have unlocked the next level of spacesuit design, and I've got a skill point. I was sort of saving up for the next starship design, but I haven't unlocked it yet. I need to make 6 more unique ship modules. I could just do some cheap ones to rush it along, but honestly, I'm thinking I'm going to get some actual modules up on Mars or here, and I'm close to the level anyway, so I think maybe I just want to balance a little bit here. And, I mean, I'm still working down towards anutronic fusion and, of course, ship command, but I'm a mile away from being able to take persuasion, so you know what? I'm going to do it. Let's get a balanced approach here. The ship seems to be a lot stronger now. So, you know, probably should also work on survivability. And what else was there in... Right, helmet mods. Anything specific? Spacesuit mod, just general modness. Microsecond regulators. Oh, you're kidding me. Aren't those the things that I have to buy because I can't make them? I think they are, and I need... Wait. Did I have some? I might have had some. Oh, I tell you what. Oh, that was stupid. I should take some... What is it? Synapse Alpha. I need some more Synapse Alpha. That's probably stupid. Okay. Gravitic composites. Reduce detections from enemies. I can be sneakier in my spacesuit. Okay, I guess. Okay, so this, if I put burst fire on, it does reduce the damage, but not by that much, and it triples the fire rate. That could possibly be worth it on this. Yeah, and I have to admit, the Annihilator rounds, banned by almost every government, these rounds produce a disease-like effect that spreads to any target that gets too close. Yeah, I'm curious, but I'm also a little... Yeah. Right. Okay, now this reduces aim down sight speed, but I'm thinking of maybe making this more of a close-range shotgun fast fire, because I can actually change it to a spread weapon. But I like the focus nozzle because that definitely increases damage and range. I don't know. I'm really mixed on this. I'd need to get some zero wire to make it sort of like a burst fire shotgun. Am I hearing... Are we under attack? We might be under attack. We might actually be under attack. We are under attack. Whoa, okay. You know what? Okay. Holy sh! Did that just go through that guy? Oh. Okay. Where are you? Ha! Now, I know these guys are not exactly strong, but... Okay. Is he running? Not far enough. Oh, got a bit of sway on this. Okay, this is interesting. Really is more of a close-range weapon.
Start fights you can't win.
Yeah, they probably shouldn't. Is he still over there?
They gave us the slip.
They didn't really give us the slip. You shot him. You shot him. And then he fell over. If you want to define that as slipping, yes, but that's not giving us the slip, is it? Okay. Let's head off to Mars and find this Percival Walker.
Time to greet the stars.
It's going to take a little while before I'm used to all of those weapons. Yeah, I definitely want to shape the ship a little. I mean, it's too square for my liking. Okay, what good grief. What?
Stars and the vastness of space.
Okay. Whoa, look at the shield. Okay, so if I leave the shield at, say, 8, it's only at 66% power, which is probably still better than it was before. Alright, so I can now get... Let's just... I can pretty much have the guns and the turrets powered, and then when it's time to switch to EM, I can just switch all the power across. Right. So, you know what? A little extra power would not go amiss. That is for certain, but still.
Go. That room of yours better be clean next time I go in there.
I'll get to it, Dad. I promise.
This
Okay,
ain't
you
like
got...
getting around to a tone. You understand?
Fine, okay. I'm going.
Parenting, eh? Okay, so... Ask about Percival at the Trade Authority. So... There we go. Let's... get there. I'm semi-hoping we get attacked on the way, but we shouldn't. We're jumping in to Cydonia. I really do want to see how the ship handles now, with all these extra shields and weapons. But I suspect anything we meet in the Sol system is going to be...
Be advised, you're entering United Colony space. Please maintain course and prepare to be scanned.
I mean, let's face it. Anything I meet here is going to be relatively easy anyway.
You are cleared to land at Cydonia.
Thank you.
I did a stint in the mines in my 20s. Leaving to join the Vanguard was the best decision I ever made.
Ooh. Oh, right, you are actually wearing the Vanguard. Of course you are. Of course you are. I feel like I'm letting the side down a tiny bit, but you know what? I'm liking this. I really am. Looks kind of tough, doesn't it? Anyway, you know what? Stood outside comparing outfits. I just want to quickly see...
Got anything you need to offload? Trade Authority's always buying. Kiosk right here for you.
Right, I might avail myself of that. I just want to see what you have to offer. I really was under the impression that I could get everything at my outpost. But I don't think that is true, so I just want to double check and see if... Like, I feel like there's more options. That could just be my imagination. Definitely my imagination. Okay, thank you very much. It seems there are some items you can only buy at certain places, and they won't ship them to the outpost.
I don't care what anyone says. This is still a tough assignment.
All evidence to the contrary. Okay, either I did not just see what I'm absolutely convinced I just saw, or that man also has superpowers. I did see it. I absolutely did see a man walking in his boxers. I mean, I do have a power that lets me create a bubble of atmosphere around myself, so I thing is I've spoken to him many times, and all he does is stammer and seem nervous. But maybe it's a cover. Maybe it's a cunning cover. You don't think he's a starborn spy, do you? He doesn't really seem like a starborn spy, and you'd think a starborn spy would know not to be wandering around the surface of Mars butt naked. But honestly, surely that last bit applies to every single sentient being.
The miners pretty much run the lower levels here.
Yeah. I'm going to stop thinking about it. Now, wait a minute. It mentioned finding him at a bar. Oh, no, Trade Authority. I thought... I could have sworn she mentioned the broken spear. What did she mention? I could have sworn she mentioned something that sounded a bit like a bar.
I'll never forget that you helped us finally catch that crazy bastard.
Oh, well, thank you. Maybe I just dreamed it. I probably dreamed it. Okay, let's go to the Trade Authority and see if we can find this Percival... Was it Walker? I think it was Percival Walker. Trade Authority Outpost. That does not look like a scientist. Or a Percival, to be honest.
Hey, you looking for anything in particular?
Yeah, actually I am.
Hey, welcome to the Cydonia Trade Authority.
No, it's okay. I was just asking if you've seen somebody. Okay. Do you mind if I wander around here? Oh. Probably. I'm sorry.
You bothered me for a reason.
Yeah.
Before you say anything, no. Mars is nothing like Earth. Heck, even Earth is nothing like what Earth used to be.
I wasn't gonna ask. I was gonna ask if you knew anyone called Percival. Oh! Ha-ha! There's somebody else. Excuse me!
Invoices can be collected from the... Oh.
Hi.
Not here for a delivery, are you?
No, I am not. Okay, I was told a man... Yeah, okay, let's just keep this on the lowdown for now. I was told a man named Walker works here.
Worked. Past tense. Dr. Walker hasn't been employed here for some time now.
Right.
A shame, too. We had such high hopes for Percival. I brought him on myself to do medical and biological consulting around the city. Not the sort of work the Trade Authority traditionally does. But we thought it had the potential to become a whole new type of revenue stream for our branch.
Okay.
I invested no small amount of personal capital into the endeavor. But then he decided to run off after a discipline issue. I presume the miners have him hidden somewhere.
Discipline
Plenty
issue.
of cracks on this old rock. But at this point, it's probably for the best.
What sort of discipline issue are we talking about?
Dr. Walker decided to start brewing and selling his own pharmaceuticals to our customers below cost.
Okay.
Something his contract expressly forbade. As such, we requested our cut of the profits and began garnishing his salary. Perhaps a little too severely, but well within legal limits. It was around then that he ran off, abandoning his duty and his unpaid accounts.
Yeah. Liking the guy already. Why would the miners hide him?
They were all devils. Red Devils. A UC Marine unit based here on Mars, though they were disbanded shortly after the Colony War. I presume a number of them served alongside Dr. Walker. Bonds forged in battle and all that.
You don't sound particularly interested in finding him.
That's correct. We're no longer interested in Dr. Walker's services.
Okay.
He did leave his post, however, with a sizable debt to his name. If you were to find him and get him to pay, the Trade Authority would be most grateful for it.
How much does he owe?
Why? Feeling charitable?
Maybe.
I don't recall the exact figure off the top of my head, but with the interest it's accrued, I believe it's something substantial. So if you were able to find him and convince him to clear his accounts, you would have our honest gratitude.
I tell you what, right. I'll see what I can do. Just tell me where he was last seen, yeah? Give me the information I need.
Wonderful. I suggest paying a visit to the Sixth Circle. What
That's...
I suppose is technically a bar on the lowest level of the city.
That's
if
the place
anyone knows where
she
Percival
mentioned.
is, the miscreants there would. But I would urge caution. They're not a group known for their hospitality.
I'm a very charming person, so don't you worry about me. Right. Okay. It's down on the lower levels. Not seeing anything that immediately looks like a bar, so I guess we just wander around until we spot it. Lower levels. P2? That's where we're heading. Out of curiosity, could we have just jumped off? Yes, we could have just jumped off. However, we probably would have wandered around the entire place without seeing the sixth tongue fail. Alright, so we're looking for somebody
Broken
who
spear's upstairs. Go drown yourself there. This bar's for Devil's vets and their kin.
Okay. Easy now, I'm Vanguard. Heard you might know where Percival Walker is. And what if I like drinking around morons? Let's not mention them yet. Easy now, I'm a Vanguard. Have you heard where Percival Walker is?
Doc Walker? Well, you're barking up the wrong...
Andy, you. Why don't you come here and tell me what some Vanguard captain wants with Walker?
Will do.
Stray topsider wanders into my bar asking after a man like Percival Walker. Raises questions. What do you want with him?
Okay. I'm an official Vanguard business. Yeah, I don't think he's going to care that much. I'm making a delivery for Hadrian Sanon. I even have proof that she... Should I mention her name? Telemorphs might... That seems to be a lot more information than I should be dishing out at this point. Look, I'm making a delivery for one Hadrian Sanon. And I even have proof that she sent me.
Hadrian? A woman named Hadrian sent you, a member of the Vanguard, to find Percival?
Right.
Now, if that tag's a forgery, it's a damn good one. All right, Captain. If you are who you say, Supra et Ultra. Vanguard motto. What's it mean? Should have gotten that during her oath.
Seriously, we're getting trick questions? Twinkle, twinkle. No, no, no. Serious. Above and beyond.
I see. And tell me, what grade was it you got on your entrance exam? A? C? D+?
I did enough to... Isn't great. The Vanguard entrance isn't graded like that. It isn't.
That is right. All right, Captain. Maybe you are who you say you are. But look, even if I decided I was going to help you get in contact with Dr. Walker, Percival made himself scarce for a reason. His
Yeah, I
debt
heard.
to the Trade Authority. But if someone resolved that debt, well, Percival wouldn't have to hide anymore.
Can someone tell me how
That
much...
person would make a friend out of Percival, and the rest of us devils. And I'm always inclined to help a friend.
Okay. And how do you... You and Percival were both Red Devils. Can you tell me about them?
Red Devils were the meanest Marine unit the UC Navy ever had. Couldn't get in if you hadn't done at least one stint as a Martian Dusty. Made us tough. Reliable. It's why they chose us as the handlers for the UC Xeno weapons. No other unit could handle that pressure. Percival, though, he wasn't a grunt like all of us. Science officer. Made sure the monsters behaved themselves around the devils, and didn't with everyone else. But it was those monsters that did us in. When the colony war ended and the armistice came down, everything associated with Xeno weapons got shelved, Red Devils included. Now they're just a memory.
Right. You worked with Xeno weapons?
Me? Nah. Infantry officer. But my grunts deployed alongside the things. Never seen anything like it, before or since. Monsters from the darkest corners of the Black, rampaging across the battlefield. Can understand why they banned them. Brutal. Armistice hurt us more than most, but... wow. Wasn't all bad that came out of that agreement.
Okay. And how would you suggest I go about clearing Percival's name?
Well, most straightforward way to take care of this debt would be to just saunter up to the authority and pay him direct, if you've got credits to throw away.
Okay.
Of course, rumor is the Trade Authority keeps all their records and collections files on a central server inside their storeroom. If someone was to break in there and adjust Percival's debt to something a little more reasonable, say a few hundred credits, I'd be happy to cover the costs. But one friend of Hadrian's to another, Cydonia's full of old utility spaces. Wouldn't be surprised if there was one that let out right into the authority storeroom. Say,
right.
The entrance behind the bar at the Broken Spear. Ooh, and you might need these.
I will see if I can get rid of the debt.
I look forward to hearing the good news.
Okay.
You may be Hadrian's friend. Come here.
Okay, I am not completely sure we should be trying to get into trouble whilst we're here. Maybe Hadrian's friend. Hi.
Heard you talking with Lou, so you're going to help Dr. Walker?
Why? Why? Do you know where I can find him?
Oh, no. I mean, I've got my suspicions, but look, you're planning to help Percival, right?
Yeah, I kind of doesn't sound like... Yeah, no, I was going to try to.
Oh, good, good. Percival's a good guy. Listen, I know how you can do it without having to resort to any B&E. Aqueous hematite. Mars is full of it. People think it's just garbage, but Percival and I, we've been working on some projects in the deep mines. At least when he wasn't slaving away at his Trade Authority contract. But we stumbled on a way to make it useful and profitable. You give our research over to Octai at the Trade Authority, it should more than cover Percival's debt. That guy's always looking for an angle.
Sounds pleasantly easy. Projects. You guys were making chems or something?
No. Well, yes, but the medical kind. I'd help him make whatever the city was running low on that month, and we'd sell it to the miners for cheap. But the Trade Authority got wind and wanted their cut. And then some.
And what is this aqueous hematite?
It's mostly iron and about 3 centuries of human water runoff, though only Percival would be able to tell you all the trace elements and whatnot. But it builds up around human settlements, and something about the Martian soil changes it, makes it into something new. And we think we found a use for it.
Okay. I'm sorry, who are you exactly?
Oh, I'm Cambridge. I was Percival's assistant. Well, apprentice, really. Couldn't work in the mines anymore, so he gave me a job helping with some of his side projects. Knows experiments inside and out, and I know this one was gonna be big.
And why haven't you handed it over already?
Well, yeah. We were never able to finish the research. Spacers moved in and ran us out. Started setting up shop. But if you can clear them out, I can walk you through how to finish the research. Then you can give it over to the Trade Authority. They'll get folks working in the deep mines again. Jobs come back, I become a modern-day folk hero. Then I don't have to sleep on an inflated spacesuit anymore.
Okay. I know what spaces are. What happened to the jobs on Mars?
Biggest employer on Mars has always been Deimos Star Yards. After the Colony War, armistice meant they needed a lot fewer warships. Fewer ships meant fewer minerals. That meant a lot of folks scrounging for work around here.
Okay. Awful lot of work to avoid buying a pillow, but sure, I'll help.
Great. So access to the deep mines can be found outside the city. It's not far. Shouldn't even need to hop back in your ship. We'd set up right near the main drill. Taking out the spacer leader should get the message across to the rest of them to buzz off. Once you've managed that, phone up here on the comms panel, and I can walk you through finishing the research.
Okay. Assuming this guy is on the level, and that's a bit of an assumption, we've got 3 choices. 1, we break into the Trade Authority and scrub the records, which, to be honest, doesn't sound like a good idea because I'm not exactly the stealthiest person alive. Also, kind of illegal. I mean, I've got no love for the Trade Authority, and it sounds like they were a bit of a bunch of fallacies when it came to Percival. But I'm thinking no. The other one, pay off Percival's debt. I've got the money.
You know why they call this the Red Planet? Because it's not the moon. Thank you. I'll be here all week.
Actually, you're going to be here for the rest of your life if your alternate plan for a career choice was comedian.